Yeah, and welcome to a lesson on how to add attitude. And I had to scrunch my brow to really hit the attitude home. It made no sense. I'm Brett Papa, and if you like what you see, make sure to thumbs up the video and subscribe if you're new, and click the bell to be notified when the new videos come out. So, the lick is in D minor pentatonic, and we're going to use positions 3 and 4. Okay, now if you don't know what those positions are, let's go over those really quick. The E, A, and D strings all have the 3rd and 5th fret, and this is the 3rd position. We're going to go 2, 5, 3, 6, 3, 5. Okay, one more time. Now, once you learn the bottom half, the G, B, and E strings, totally disregard them because we're not using them. But at least you'll know the position. All right, now let me show you position 4. It's going to be 5 and 8 on the first 2 strings. Then you have 5 and 7 on the next 2. Then you have 6 and 8, 5 and 8. The E and A strings, chop them off, throw them away. We're not using those, but we'll use everything else in position 4. So check this out. We are going to center our playing around, remember, this whole lick, we're going to have our D chords right here. So the reason it's going to sound good is we're hitting heavy the D chord tones, okay? So in this case, it's just a power chord. But if you want to take it down to D minor, we're going to be using that note too. So we're going to be hitting all of the cool D minor chord tones. Check it out. We're going to hammer 3 to 5 on the A, go down to the F note or the 3rd fret, D3, the vitamin note. Just makes you feel good. So good you got to hit it twice. All right, so we got back 5, 3. And then we're going to do what I call stacking, and it's where we play notes of the same fret, right? Strings apart, the string apart. So we got. Now watch. Okay, so we're going to do a quick little bend. We're going to get more into that in a minute when we go over the attitude. Right now we're just getting the lick. And then that's the stack. So we have A5, D5, A5. And then here's where we shift positions. So we do it with a hammer and a slide. 3, hammer to 5, slide to 7. Okay, so far we have. One more time. Okay, now this is where I do another stack. Okay, now keep in mind, we just played all of our D chord notes. We went, well, first of all, we did this, right? We hammered into our root. This note right here is the 3rd. So we hit the root, the 3rd, and we're sliding into the 5th of our chord. So you already hit a complete D chord. Lick's gonna sound great over a D chord. And then I'm gonna go, so I jump down, so I go G7, D7, jump over the G string down to the B6, hit it twice. It's also another vitamin. Don't listen to me. Okay, so we got, okay, so all together. So, all right, so we got one more time, 6, 6, and then 7, 5. I'm going to bend here. So we got to bend up. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a full bend, just a little angst, right? And this gets into the angst part in just a second. Little aggression. Get in touch with your inner Thor playing. I'm so jacked up on iced tea right now. Just, make funny comments below. Be sweet, because humor makes the world go round. Don't got to be all freaking get your panties in a bunch and tell me I'm talking too much. All right, here we go. It's all fun. Fun and games till someone gets nasty. All right, so we got. Right, so that's going to be a pull up, pull off, hammer back on. Now this lick coming up, I love this interval in position 4 especially. Great spot. Okay? So that's going to be pull up, pull off, hammer, and then jump down to the 5th fret. And then I'm going to roll over again. That last little part is 6, 7, 7. And then I'm going to hammer and then slide into the root. So the whole thing. Last part. Okay, so the bend up, pull off. Right, one more time. And then add that. So if we took it in stages, and then next stage. Next stage, and then finish it off. Okay. Okay, so we got the lick. All right, now the attitude part. Now, I don't know if it was this take or 5 takes ago that I was saying Dan Huff. I get confused. I do a couple takes and I'm like, did I say that in the last one? I don't know. This one I'm going to say it again, reiterate. Dan Huff, wicked session guitar player back in the 80s and 90s. Even today, still working a bunch. Does a lot of country stuff. Producer. Amazing. Check out his work with Giant. Freakishly ripping guitar player. But would always talk about the reason why he got a lot of sessions was the attitude that he put in his playing, right? Listen to Van Halen. Total attitude, just all that killer slippery vibrato and bending and just fiery runs. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Hendrix, they all have massive amounts of attitude in their playing, also known as feel, but they had attitude. They had fire, angst, like they were pissed in their playing. Eddie's always smiling, so you'd never know he was pissed, but he had some ferocious licks, right? So the attitude comes in when you're playing licks like that. And it's the little, just tiny things. Like I hit the note twice. But if I go and I pull that down. Right? I'm over exaggerating, but the first one's pulled down. And that one. It's a quick, right? But you add those two together. Listen to it without it. Or now a part of the attitude as well is what notes do you want to hit louder? Dynamics, right? That can also be synonymous with attitude. If you don't like the association with aggression, dynamic sounds very sophisticated, light, fluffy. Meditate on that note. I'm just kidding. I'm freaking out today. I'm going crazy. All right. It's hot. It's one of those days. I'm having fun. Hope you're having fun with me. Thumbs up if you're having fun. Okay, so here we go. so that some of the notes are pulled off, right? I just cranked the heck out of this one. So I just pulled off to the next one rather than hitting it again with my pick. So I slammed that note. This one's like light. See? And I come back to this one. Right? So we got now this one, I'm actually going to leave the first one normal and then start bending that one up. Now the cool thing about this is when you're bending it up, you're rolling over into those next strings anyways, right? So all you got to do is put this finger flat and it cuts off that note. Or I think that's what I did. Right? Right, so we got. Now this one, again, real quick bend, right? Not even to pitch, right? Just one of those, like, it's almost like you're going, but, right? So now I go. And then I want to bend that one up again. And then shake the bejesus out of that one. Cool thing about it is, right, when you add the attitude, the lick, everything together, you're still hammering all the notes that you would need to hit over a D chord, right? If you examine all the notes we hit, right, it's not just a lick, it actually is a lick with attitude, with purpose, which gets stuff done. Okay, so it's a get stuff done lick. Okay, so here we go. Right, so we're hitting a bunch of chord tones, right? If you think about octaves, it'll help you, right? So, right, that. So we've hit a note here, which is our root. Here, which is our third, right? And then when we slide here, we've hit our fifth. You've hit all your chord tones right over a D minor chord. And you've only started the lick. And when you come down here, right there, and just did that alone, you hit all your D minor chord tones again. Or, right? Point being is, whatever combination you use, you can go, right? Just mix it up, right? That one. Or that one. I love that lick too. Right? So it's just about that feel you put in it, right? You can, that, right? The digging into the strings, right? So, you know, and the dynamics, the volume at which you hit the notes. Right? Or even that right there, you could just make the whole lesson just those four notes. I should have just done that. So we got, right? So it's that slamming those notes, right? And those little, And then when you land on your last note, not only is it the root note, but it's just a powerful note, right? So you can give it some love, shake it a little bit. Get Angus. I don't know how he does his vibrato that fast in those runs. It's a bad man. Talk about angst in your playing. How did I forget Angus? He is the blues angst madman. And then to top it off, he's like running, jumping, rolling, spinning, not missing a note. What is up with that? That's awesome. So anyways, don't forget, we learn licks, we learn solos. Don't forget the attitude in the players that you're either copying or emulating. Don't forget that's a huge, huge part of what makes them sound awesome. All right, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you're new. Click the bell to be notified when the new videos are coming out. If you like the videos and you're getting something out of it, don't be afraid to visit brettpapa.com, where I go super deep into all this stuff. And it's the support there that makes all the free videos possible. Also check out, we got song tutorials, technique lessons, players you should know, all sorts of stuff there on the site. I'll leave some links to check some of those videos out as well. Thank you so much. We'll catch you next time.